Let's get hard.
Let's get hard.
In regards to the pesticides and the chemicals, obviously I don't know if we manipulate the vegetables themselves to be resistant to them at all or whatever, but surely they're playing a factor in what we're ingesting them.
Yeah, but that's also a bit of a red herring as well, because people will say like, well, no, the vegetables are all great. We're living in, God's Eden. And so obviously everything's here for us. That's not the case. There was research out of UC Berkeley in the 1980s. So in 1989, Professor Bruce Ames published a big paper talking about the natural toxins and pesticides in plants, right? Because they're stopping plants and plants and insects from eating them. So they have natural pesticides, natural insecticides. You can think of them that way. And he found that 99.99% of the pesticides and insecticides were actually inherent in the plant itself. They made them themselves.
Wow.
So what does that mean? That means that 10,000 times more naturally occurring poisons in the plants than the pesticides we spray on them by weight, and that the naturally occurring pesticides were far more likely to cause harm and things like cancer than in lab mice. Obviously, this is how they were testing this. Than the pesticides they were spraying it against. So they looked at mushrooms, and they were comparing this against alar, which was they're actually trying to ban this as well.
What's an alar?
Alar is a pesticide, especially they used in apples. Pesticide also helped them ripen, and so it was used in in that industry, and they're trying to ban it. They're trying to get rid of it. And he was sort of pointing out, it's like, guys, we've been using these chemicals for decades. Why were they causing a problem now? When they didn't 80 years ago, when we were using 10 times the amount that we are now.
Yeah.
And so he did the studies, and he looked at it, and he found that there was 10,000 times more naturally occurring toxins than the alar, and that mushrooms were 500 times more likely to cause cancer than alar. In the rat. So
tragic mushrooms, not magic ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just the boring normal kind.
Yeah.
Hey, hard yarners, hope you liked that clip. If you would like more clips like that, click here. If you want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, click here. And as always, join the Patreon for more risque content. Let's get hard.